very important concept, parallelogram law of vectors. By using this we are going to find magnitude and also direction. How we can find magnitude, how we can find direction of two vectors. Okay, here according to parallelogram law of vectors we can define what we can define. It giving you one statement. What is that? Suppose if you consider two vectors, okay, if you consider two vectors which are making an angle, suppose these two are the vectors which are making an angle like this. Definitely there we have a resultant of these two vectors. Here this is one vector, this is second vector. They are having magnitude and also direction which are starting from one point. Okay, so the resultant is lying in between these two. Okay, here according to this parallelogram law of vector, it states that the adjacent sides of a parallelogram law of two vectors having magnitude and also direction is giving you the resultant also having magnitude and direction which is starting from the same point. Okay, so according to this two vectors I am considering. This is P vector and this is Q vector. P vector, Q vector are adjacent sides of parallelogram drawn. Okay, the resultant is giving you the same point. Okay, actually we need to draw parallelogram drawn here. Okay, these two are making an angle. Theta. Okay, these two are having magnitude and also having direction and drawn like parallelogram. Okay, the resultant representing both magnitude and direction which is starting from the same point, which is also having direction. So we can represent this R bar. R bar is a vector resultant. Okay, so this R bar is making an angle with this is alpha. Right now, once again, let us define, let us giving you the statement for the parallelogram law of vectors. Two vectors are the adjacent sides of parallelogram drawn with the magnitude and also direction, and is the resultant having both magnitude and also direction which is starting from the same point. This is the statement for the parallelogram law of vectors. Okay, and right now we are going to find what is the magnitude and also what is the direction. In order to find the magnitude and direction, we have a small assumption here. We need to draw one perpendicular triangle here. So for that we are extending it downward and we are extending it forward. Okay, here we have one more, the same similar angle theta and theta here. Parallel vectors are same, already we got. So this is also P bar and this is Q bar. Okay, right now we got one perpendicular triangle so that you can calculate any. If you know perpendicular triangle, then we can find any value for that. So directly I am taking here Q is making an angle with the horizontal line. So we will get a component according to resolution of vector. So here this is giving you Q cos theta along horizontal direction. Along vertical direction, actually parallel vectors are same. So here we will get one more vector component. Parallel vectors are same. So we will get this is Q sin theta. Okay, and I am naming A, B, C, D and E. Here right now we have a perpendicular triangle. AEC is a perpendicular triangle. AEC is perpendicular triangle. So from that we can take Pythagoras theorem. So AC square is equals to AE square plus EC square. What is AE again? AE is equals to AB plus BE. So again AE equals to AB plus B. We can substitute in this. So AC square is equals to A square, whole square will get, and I am splitting it, AB square plus B square plus 2AB B. A square completed, EC square as it is EC square. But here what we know, what we don't know. AB, P vector, BE, BE, Q cos theta, AB again, P and BE again, Q cos theta, EC, here is the EC, Q sin theta. We know all, substituting. What is AC? R. So we get R square is equals to AB, P square plus BE, Q cos theta. So we get Q square cos square theta plus 2AB, 2P BE, Q cos theta plus EC, Q sin theta, whole square, Q square sin square theta. So here Q square cos square theta, Q square sin square theta. Combine it together, we will get P square plus Q square. So here P square plus Q square plus remaining 2PQ cos theta. So R equals to root over. This is the formula for resultant magnitude. R equals to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Okay. Here, suppose if P vector equals to Q vector, we will get different cases on basis of this. Let us take few cases. If the angle changes, we will get different. Theta is equals to 0 degrees, nothing but both the vectors along the same direction. Okay, and theta is equals to 30 degrees, theta is equals to 60 degrees, theta is equals to 90 degrees, theta is equals to 120 degrees, and theta is equals to 180 degrees, opposite in direction. Okay, theta is equals to 0, cos 0 value is 1. So what will get resultant? R equals to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ. Cos theta value is 1. So we will get R is equals to P plus Q. Addition of vectors, because both are in the same direction. Okay, theta is equals to 90 degrees I am taking. Okay, if theta is equals 90, cos 90 value is 0. So what will get resultant? R equals to root over P square plus Q square. This term completely becomes 0. Theta is equals to 120 degrees. Cos 120 value is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. So what do you get now? R is equals to root over minus 1 by 2. 2 cancelled. Minus will be. So R square, P square plus Q square minus PQ. And theta is equals to 180 degrees. If it is 180, cos 180 value is minus 1. So we will get minus 2pq. P square plus q square minus 2pq. So we'll get p minus q whole square. Square and root cancel. So r equals to p minus q. Okay, these are some of the few cases, and let us take one more. P bar equals to q bar. If the vectors are same, then what will be the resultant? P bar plus p square plus q square plus 2 p q. P q can be taken one term, p square and cos theta. So resultant r equals to p square plus 2p square cos theta. So 2p square getting common. 2p square 1 plus cos theta. Okay, 1 plus cos theta is giving you 2 cos square theta by 2. 2p square into 2 cos square theta by 2. So we will get the resultant r equals to 2p cos theta by 2. This is one more. Okay, if p is equals to minus q. If p is equals to minus q, here we will get minus sign. 1 minus cos theta. 1 minus cos theta is giving you 2 sin square theta by 2. So we will get, if p is equals to minus q, both are in the opposite direction. Okay, if both are in opposite direction, so the resultant r equals to 2p sin theta by 2. The same manner directly I wrote here. P is equals to minus q. So we will get r equals to 2p sin theta by 2. Same manner. Okay, this is one of the cases. Now we completed resultant magnitude. We have one more direction. We can find direction of this. This is the resultant direction which is making an angle with the horizontal line is alpha. So we are going to find a relation for alpha. So I am considering it as tan alpha. Tan alpha is equals to opposite divided by adjacent. So here we will get EC divided by AE. AE can be taken again, AB plus BE. So we will get EC divided by AB plus BE. So what you will get EC? EC is nothing but Q sin theta. AB is nothing but P. B is nothing but Q cos theta. So we can substitute tan alpha is equals to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. BE Q cos theta, AB P. So this is giving you tan alpha. Alpha is equals to tan inverse of Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. This is giving you direction of resultant vector. On basis of this, you can take angles. If you consider 0 degrees, nothing but the resultant will be along the direction of A vector. Okay. Then theta is equals to 0 degrees. Nothing but like this. Resultant vector. This is A vector. Sorry, P vector. And the resultant should be along the direction. Okay. So what is the angle? Theta is equal, alpha is equals to 0. Okay. Alpha is equals to 0 degrees. Then we can substitute in this. So what do you get? Sin 0 value is 0. Denominator, whatever it may be, numerator becomes 0. Tan alpha value becomes 0. Okay. Nothing but the resultant will be along the direction of P vector. Okay. and if you consider theta is equals to 90 degrees, we will get sin 90 value is 1, cos 90 value is 0. So what you will get? Q by P. Tan alpha is equals to Q by P. How they will be? They are perpendicular to each other. This is P vector and this is Q vector. Okay. What about alpha value? When they are perpendicular to each other, what is the resultant magnitude we are going to find? Angle between these two is 90 degrees. So theta is equals to 90. We can substitute in this. Tan alpha is equals to Q. Sin 90 value is 1 divided by P plus 0. So Q by P. Tan alpha is equals to Q by P. How it will be? The resultant will be the resultant, and which is making an angle here, it will be alpha when they are perpendicular to each other, opposite side by adjacent side, Q by P. This is giving you tan alpha. Like this we can do different cases. Okay, this is about parallelogram law of vectors. Okay.